The following advertisement is brought to you by the Document Management Oversight Committee. Any claims, provisions, information, or references that follow have not been peer-reviewed. The DMOC is not responsible for the accuracy of the comments of these statements. This material has not been submitted to or approved by the FDA or any other governing, licensing, or responsible entity. The DMOC disclaims any liability. Just so you know. Sometimes, when I'm preparing a medication for my patient, I like to look up and read instructions on how we're supposed to do it 4 years ago. Multiple versions of the same form really isn't a big deal. It's like a seek and find where I'm supposed to document specific things or determine which prompts are missing. It makes charting fun. I like the way after a long time, it starts to fold up on the corners and get discolored. Gives a document character and makes the content more interesting. It's not like I'm a hoarder or something. I just like to keep 100 or so copies of my favorite forms in my locker in case of an emergency or something. Someday you'll thank me. Hey, what's wrong with the classics? Kids these days don't appreciate the way things used to be. It seems like a waste to throw it out just because it's no longer accurate. I just like the way it smells and the feel of it in my hands. That doesn't sound creepy, does it?
I'll give you my old, out-of-date paper forms when you can take them from my cold, dead hands.
If any of these comments sound like you or someone you work with, you may have a problem. And if you use that last comment, you definitely have a problem. It's way aggressive and not just a little disturbing. For the rest of you, you're probably experiencing papyromorenosis, a behavioral disorder characterized by an unnatural affection for copious amounts of old paper, archaic forms, and unlabeled, outdated documents. You may be suffering and not even know it. But there's help available. DMOCicilin is a prescription process recommended by DNV, the company that taught you to be nervous about arriving to work every Monday and Tuesday morning from September until late in the fall. DNV will be there. Eventually. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but sometime, and early in the week, unless it's a holiday. DMOCicilin works differently than other treatments. It's not a pill, but rather a process that helps to ensure that forms and documents are approved for use, accessible, legible, and the most current version. It takes the guesswork out of forms management. Like any treatment solution, there are potential side effects that include but are not limited to increased efficiency, regulatory compliance, convenience and ease of use, accurate and complete documentation, and error reduction. If you are pregnant or may become pregnant, congratulations, but it really isn't any of our business and has absolutely nothing to do with document control. You should not stop other processes if you're taking DMOCicilin without first consulting your department director. Abruptly stopping DMOCicilin can cause excessive earwax and the inability to use certain vowels and consonants while speaking. It is safe for children to use, but they really should be in school or outside play. DMOCicilin may cause excitability in medical record staff. DMOCicilin, because our patients deserve the latest and greatest.